Hello, friends. Me again. And tonight, whatever you want to call it, I want to talk a little bit about aging. See, we all have this built-up belief in our heads that when you age, you get more mature. And we all put this stress on that maturity, on being an adult, on being grown up. And it's not true. There's no point in time at which you can look back and be, or say rather, I became an adult here. Because of the fact that we all find there are different things that we need as adults. Bear with me here, I am going to try and explain this a little bit better. But let's start with something easy. Let's talk about cars for a moment. There are a lot of people out there that think that when you have a car, you need to know how to do simple things with it. That by the time you're 16, 17, 18, you should be able to change your oil by yourself, or change a tire if it breaks down. But if you don't know anything about cars, and more to the point, if you don't care to learn anything about cars, you're not going to pick up this information. Like, personally, I think that changing a tire is something that's easy because it comes with instructions. Changing oil, that's a little bit more tough. You have to get under there. You have to know what things look like. And if you have absolutely no interest in the car, you're not going to know what anything looks like. So we all believe that we're going to be these, not necessarily cookie cutter, but reasonable adults, that once you reach a certain stage or a certain age, we all know the same thing. And that's where a lot of the problems people have are coming from, because we make this baseless but to us important belief, we make this knowledge that we should all know the same things. You believe that if you have learned something, maybe even something that you consider a basic truth of reality, if you have learned this by a certain age, then your belief system generally holds that other people should know that too. And sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's something that you can teach somebody else. Sometimes it's something somebody won't learn. I have no interest in crawling underneath a car and fixing my oil. Just not something that I'm interested in. I don't do the whole mechanical thing. On the other hand, there's plenty of people out there who have no interest in, I don't know, let's say the underpinnings of religion, or learning how to act. Nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, they're not going to know what I mean when I say exit stage left. Or if I start talking about the curse of the play about the king named Macbeth. We've got all of these different knowledges in our head, and we all think everyone else should have them too. And a lot of the trouble there comes from us not wanting to take the time to explain something that we believe is simple, right? We know it. We learned it when we were young. These other people should know it. I mean, and that doesn't even bring us into the whole problem of what happens when your truth is different from somebody else's truth. We like to think that words have a specific meaning. And if you look in the dictionary, they sure do. But not everyone holds the same meaning to them. I know there was a huge deal back when Bill Clinton was president that everyone liked to make the joke about what is the meaning of is, because of him wanting to say that he didn't have sex with her because he only penetrated her with something that wasn't a penis. Yeah, that's not sex to him. And to a lot of people, that's true. If there's no penis, there's no sex. And there's no way to be like, this is the one true way. You can't say that there's only one definition, because people are learning all these different definitions as they grow and as they change. You get people who think that a hello needs a hug. You get people who think that a hello needs only a handshake. You get the people who, when you're texting them, their immediate response is to text back. You get other people who will not text you back until they have the time. And then you get other people who seem to think that a text, if it's not at the right time, there's no reason to text back. It can be really hard to get in contact with those people, I've found. We've all lived all these different, weird, and interesting lives. And the biggest problem that occurs is that we don't make the effort to try and understand each other and where each other is coming from. The biggest issues we all have in our lives stem from the fact that we are making misunderstandings. That one thing we believe or that we know to be true, somebody else does not believe or thinks something else is true. And we have these misunderstandings because we don't take the time to stop and be like, wait. You're getting angry. Let's talk a moment and find out where the misunderstanding is. Because people would rather believe that they are right than than that they are wrong. No one wants to be wrong. I've made generalizations here. It happens. You have to make generalizations when talking about people. There's always going to be an exception to the rule. If you're the exception to the rule, congratulations, good for you. I wasn't talking about you then. That's really all I have to say tonight. Just wanted to make that rant. I know it started off as a thing about age and it evolved, but that's generally how my rants go. This is the Duckman. It's been great talking to you guys, if anybody is actually listening. Night, folks.